guys. Thank y'all for tuning in to Club Rich. We talk about everything in pop culture. We are late as hell because of Mickey Jordan. We're having some technical difficulties, so I can't 1,000% speak on him today. But how you doing, Mick?
It's all good. What it do?
I'm good, man. You ready to get into some of these topics?
Okay. Are you ready? Let me go and put the first one up.
All right, you guys. So 50 Cent actually built a new studio, G Unit Studios, and it opened. I don't want to say last week. I think it was the week before last. I um I actually had got some pictures sent to me from someone that went to the preview, and I was trying to find them, but I have absolutely no clue where they're located. Hey, what's up? But it's a nice area. It's not quite as big as Tyler Perry's situation, but it's a very nice, well put together. You can tell it's a whole bunch of studio like scene sets or whatever. So I'm pretty sure eventually he'll be recording like Power or BMF or whatever shows he got in the works there. But I thought it was a good look. Well, have you been able to see it, Mick?
No, I'm like you. I just seen what they put on the internet, on social media. But I think that was a good thing that he doing. He can start producing his own movies at his own shows at his own studio now. I like that.
I I like the idea of all these black entrepreneurs coming up with their own solutions to, you had the writer's strike and all that kind of stuff once upon a time. So maybe this can help with most definitely will help with supplying more jobs to the community, which is that's always a plus. And we'll be able to have our hands in more creations of shows versus, whatever's given to us. We can, come up with our own content and stuff. So I love that. I love all these people coming out with new channels, like new TV channels. I love that stuff too. So I thought I would share that because that was pretty awesome. What we got next on the list, Mick Dog? Yay. So congratulations go out to Ashanti and Nelly. She actually 2 weeks ago announced that she is pregnant, and she's big and pregnant too. Um, and she actually revealed in an interview with Essence magazine that her and Nelly are engaged. So congratulations to them too. Ashanti is 42, I believe, 42 or 43. So you know, some people say that's a little late in the game. For if you think about it, she's been enjoying her best life. Every time you see her, she's on vacation, and then that's dope because her and Nelly have had an on again, off again situation for the last 20 years. They both have dated, other people after that and came back together, and looks like they spent the block. Um, I wouldn't do it, but Mick, what's your thoughts on that? Mick, I think Mickey is muted,
No,
y'all.
I muted myself. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was muted. I mean, it is T stay on. You know what I'm saying? T stay on.
Um, I like the whole situation now where you see the women that's a little bit older, finally settling down and starting families because it's like a cliche where once you get in your a certain point in your 30s, they say that's the end of your childbearing years. So women are definitely defying those rules or whatever. So that was cute. I wish them nothing but peace and blessings, and they look like they're very happy with each other. So maybe some time apart was what they needed, and sometimes you grow, you mature, and hey, best of luck to them. What we got next on the list, Mick Doggy Dog? Ooh, this is what I wanted to unfold. All right, so we wasn't here last week, right? Last week in Jeezy and Jeannie Mae news, oh no, it was 2 weeks ago. he actually filed paperwork to get sole custody of their 2 year old. Um, in response to that, she threw some paperwork to the court, like, hey, that's not in the best interest of their daughter. The baby's been living a certain kind of way, so don't change up anything that she has going on. If anything, let's do joint custody or whatever. And when she said that or put that information into the courts, it seemed like within a matter of days, Jeezy went back. Good evening, and said, okay, let's do joint custody. And I thought that was weird because I'm like, why all of a sudden he changed his mind? Because he was like, just give me the baby, period. I don't like how she's being raised. I think that she's with nannies or her grandmother and stuff all the time, which I mean, anybody that was paying attention to their situation knew that she was with grandparents a lot because both parents, they live a very um, superstar lifestyle, which means a lot of the time they have to travel for work or whatever the case may be. So whatever. But child, within the last 48 hours, Jeannie Mai, she submitted documentation to the courts um, claiming domestic violence. And then within the last 24 hours, we were able to see pictures that she gave to the courts of bruises, documentation from them being at various events, and even one situation where they stated allegedly a security guard had to break them up from Jeezy allegedly, choking her and trying to push her down some stairs, some crazy stuff like that. So, um, this is a really touchy subject. What you think, Mick?
It's about to get messy. That's the only thing, when them breakups now that she's saying she got video evidence. That's just where I just like it's terrible. It's gonna get real messy.
It's kind of like I'm on each side and I just don't know where to kind of like lean over towards because okay, we got one side where I don't want to, say, hey, sis, why are you using this as an excuse to good evening, Lenora, how's it going? Don't use this as an excuse to try to throw dirt on his name or whatever the case may be. Because I mean, it could be a chance that it might not be completely true. But what if the allegations were valid? Shame on him. And it just kind of is weird because all this and he was the only one that wanted to end the marriage. It's
Mm.
just, and he filed for divorce. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's all over the place. I would hope for her sake that if she comes out and makes those type of allegations that they are true, because if they're not, eh, yeah. Hi Sarah, how's it going? So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence, but why could they just stop with the whole, just all the tussling? Just hey, let's get a divorce. She could come to you at certain points in time, and she'll be at home at certain points in time. Now, this is where it gets a little sketchy too. In the paperwork, Jeannie Mai, I always say Jeannie May, but Jeannie Mai specified on multiple occasions that the baby was at the house with Jeezy with firearms that were easily accessible, and the baby actually was able to get a hold of a bag, a designer bag that
Mm.
contained some firearms. So, I mean, if that's true, then hey, he's being very irresponsible when the baby is in his care. So, yeah, I hope things get better for them. I want them to go ahead and just split it down the middle. She can go over here half the time, go over there half the time. Call it, get a divorce, and just go on about your life. Because I mean, they're divorcing anyway. So, what's the point of dragging it out? It's getting a little crazy for me. Anyways, what?
Yeah, it's crazy, but I feel you on that though. But you ready for this next one?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a couple seconds on this. So when I wasn't here last week, you guys, social media exploded with a whole array of diss tracks from everybody and their grandmama was going at it. But one particular situation happened to be Drake and the rapper Kendrick Lamar. They was going back and forth. Um, I think J. Cole entered the ring some way, somehow. It was just like a whole bunch of craziness. The producer Metro Boomin was putting his hat in the ring for whatever reason. It was just like a whole bunch of craziness. So everybody was waiting around like, where's Drake? Where's Drake? Where's Drake? Drake popped up with a AI diss track, which I thought that was the dumbest thing ever. And the AI diss track included a simulation of the rapper Tupac actually adding a verse onto onto that song. I didn't really listen to it completely because I'm some of those AI tracks are just so weird, especially if they're from someone that's deceased. It's weird. Like yeah, they can keep that. But ever since then, Tupac's estate really is not the full estate, but it's his brother Mo Preem that kind of came to the forefront and stated that he did not agree with the AI track and that it needed to be taken down and blase blase, which I understand. But one thing I didn't know was even if it's AI, a family or a person can still sue. So say I have somebody make an AI song of me, I can sue them. I did not know that, especially if it's not a track that you're getting paid from. I didn't know that this diss track was something that he was monetizing. I thought it was just something he just put out there to respond to whatever and for shock value. But yeah, people are actually able to sue for AI tracks. So, child, it's about to be sue country around here. Have you had a chance to hear it, Mick?
I haven't listened to it, but I am tripping about AI. The situation with that, like somebody could just take your voice and use it. You know what I'm saying? That's like to me, it's ooh. I can see lawsuits coming because what if
Yeah.
somebody just got your voice and have it where they call your mother or some or your dad? You know what I'm saying? That AI, I think that's.
Well, I had a news story that I forgot to send you, or I might have talked about it, where a older woman, she was in her 60s, had went to a house she was Ubering. She was supposedly supposed to Uber for, and it was an older gentleman. I think he might have been in his 80s, a white man, and he ended up shooting and killing this woman because of the simple fact that someone used AI and I guess told the Uber driver to come to his house or whatever.
Mm,
And she was going up to his door, hey, I'm your Uber, and I think the man was a little bit of racist and a lot of just disoriented, older, all that kind of stuff. You know how that goes, forgetful, and wasn't in his right mind. And he actually shot the lady as she was leaving away from his home. Like he pulled a gun out on her, and she had a dash cam, and it caught a majority of the situation on her dash cam. But um, AI is one of those things where it's a gift and a curse. Like I um got a couple of older classmates that tell me that in their classes that they do, like some of their math homework and stuff
mm-hmm.
do using AI. They're able to write English papers using AI. It's a multitude of things that they can do using AI. So that's a good thing. But then when it gets to the point where I know I've heard online, like I just went on YouTube one day when they first was talking about it and was just listening to some of these songs. They had songs where they had people like Whitney Houston, uh Michael Jackson, just people that are no longer here singing popular songs that are out right now. And it terrified the crap out of me because it really sound like, these actual people. So if they were still here, this is how they would sound if they were singing these popular songs. So it's, ugh. I think they're going to try to get a handle on it when it starts getting to the point where is really heavy in the telemarketing situation. Like when they're able to scam people out of large sums of money with
I agree.
they started to do it, but I haven't heard it as much as I did like months ago. But when it starts getting to the point that it's hitting people's pockets real tough, and people are starting to sue, telephone companies or whatever, whoever they try to sue, to the point
Yeah.
that so many lawsuits for AI that they can't even count it. That's when they're going to do something about it. Right now, it's not completely out of hand, but I see it coming.
Oh yeah, it's around the corner, and you better believe that.
Yeah. So they're saying, well, you know what? I think I reported on this about a year or so ago. They had an actual rapper that was signed to a record label that he was a virtual AI.
Right. I remember that. I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that.
And that lasted for like a week. They quote unquote released him from his contract. And he like it was crazy because it was the dumbest thing ever. Like they was showing him making TikToks and all that kind of stuff, but he was a virtual character. Um, AI is gonna get to the point that it's gonna affect a lot of musicians, rappers, singers, all that kind of stuff. Because you're not gonna know if I personally went in the studio and recorded a song, or if somebody went and used my voice and made a song, a rap song, country song, whatever, just using my voice. So when it started getting to the point that it's affecting singers, all that stuff, and I even heard that they're actually starting to do that for movies. So
Damn.
yeah,
Yeah.
pockets are going.
You can replace people. That's
I mean,
what's
that,
crazy.
that's the main goal when it comes to AI. But my thing of it is, why would you do such a thing where people are going to still exist? Like, it's no such thing as wiping out all the people and just replacing them with robots. It's no such thing. So why take away jobs? Why take away creativity? Um, I just don't get it. I don't. Oh yeah. What's next? Human rights. I just said that. Yeah. It's gonna get to a point, sir, where it's gonna be a takeover. Jobs, like you go to McDonald's. Perfect example. Go to McDonald's. A lot of McDonald's don't even have where you just go up to the counter no more and say, "Hey, I want a number two with the Sprite." You gotta go up to a computer
Yeah.
and order your stuff. Now, I'm glad other restaurants haven't really caught on to that yet, but it's only a matter of time. Uh,
You got a
yeah,
point.
I think trades are gonna start coming back into style real tough, like things that robots can't do. Like a robot can't come and fix your toilet. You know what I'm saying? A robot can't come and put the siding on your house. So trades and all that stuff, that's gonna start coming back into full effect because a lot of these jobs, a lot of these burger joints and all that stuff, pretty soon you're gonna see a robot in the kitchen flipping your burger. So any I think I got a couple more yeah. Yeah. See, this is what I like right here. Wow. So you guys, actually yesterday, or was it today? What's today? It was yesterday. Yesterday marks the 22nd anniversary of the passing of Left Eye from TLC, one of my favorite groups growing up. I thought I would share that because wow, it doesn't even seem like it's been that long, but it has. And actually, right before I got on, I was able to watch a sneak peek. TLC actually came out with a brand new documentary that is airing on Netflix called TLC Forever. I think it's kind of cute, and I'm probably gonna watch it when I go back in the house. But yeah, 22 years ago. So shout out to Left Eye and her family. Any more things on the list, Mick Dog? Oh, this is my favorite news story of the day. So, the Department of Transportation announces that the airlines are not required to either automatically give you cash refunds for canceling um or delaying your flights. I actually had a friend today that was out flying to New York, and he stated that instead of them giving him a cash refund, they hurried up and got his butt on a different airline that was coming in like moments after his flight got overbooked. So, what I think transportation is going to end up doing as far as airfare, they're going to try their hardest to get you to where you got to go the fastest way that they can. So, instead of how Spirit overbooks and stuff, instead of Spirit saying, hey, we ain't got another flight for 5-6 hours, they're gonna probably ship you over to United, and hopefully you don't have to pay any difference. But I think that's what they're gonna start doing, is like, ganging up with other airlines and seeing, who can take you the fastest or whatever. Now, I don't know anything about, paying like the difference. Say your flight was $200 and the United flight was $250, so maybe you got to pay that extra 50 or whatever. I don't know anything about that yet, but they're saying that that's going to be being implemented. Um, Flight get overbooked, they got to refund you, or if it gets delayed for a significant amount of time, they got to give you your money or try to throw you on the next flight. So I think that's awesome. When I went out of town, where did I went to Miami. I had a flight that was at 10 a.m. and that flight got delayed and pushed all the way to 2 something. So I was stuck at the airport that whole day, that afternoon or whatever. And I had so much stuff to do when I got back to Flint, which that got delayed and got pushed back. It really almost ruined my whole day. But if that would have been a rule back then, they actually had other that was coming to Bishop, and I could have came home earlier.
Mm.
I think that's a great idea. I think it's awesome.
I mean, they're gonna get around it.
They are, but you know what? I'm not even mad about it. I'm not, because I travel a lot, and I like to travel with my young kids. So I don't really like sitting in the airport for 4 or 5 hours, or even a overnight stay. Out of nowhere when I got little kids. I don't like that. So if they can get me on another flight out of here,
For sure.
fine.
It
Or
is what it
I'll
is.
go somewhere else. Shoot. Other than that, hey, I like that. So, got anything else on the board?
That was it.
That was it.
That was it.
So, y'all, I tried to get on here and try to get through all my topics because I added a couple more this week. But what you got going on for the weekend on the records?
Not too much. I'm finna do Tanya's show tomorrow. Then I'm gonna do. We're gonna be in the clubhouse. Hey, Taliba, we're gonna be in the clubhouse tomorrow. So in the as we call it, the trap house, discussing basically the topics that went on. They're gonna be bringing up the fire that went down. So it's gonna be
Uh,
probably a different thing.
oh, I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there because I got the scoop on that. I ain't even gonna talk about it on here, but I got the scoop. I definitely got.
So clubhouse it is. Then it'll be in the trap house. You're gonna give us some info. But you
Uh,
know what? We don't solve cases on 810. But
well,
whatever you want to speak on the clubhouse, it's on. Up to your discretion.
oh yeah, we gonna put allegedly on the front. Yeah, I got the inside scoop. I ain't even have to investigate. Stuff just comes to me. So at the end of the day, we're gonna talk about the fires. I actually was blocked in after taking my youngest to daycare this morning because of the fire at Nightingale's this morning. I was
Mm.
right directly in front of him, and I should have sent y'all a video to show because I was directly in front of the fire. I was in such disbelief. I was stuck on Belsey Road because I had to come off Davidson to get on Belsey to come back. But I was actually stuck on that street for an hour because we were completely blocked in. Um, yeah, it's crazy. All these random fires these last couple days. I'm just so skeptical about this city, child. All I know is anybody that don't have renter's insurance, they're foolish. And homeowners, renters, all that stuff. Child, I pay an extra $20 a month on my Geico for my insurance, just the extra $20. So y'all better get in where y'all fit in because anything can happen. And I'm not wishing that on anybody, but anything can happen. Life happens. You can have an electrical fire. So anything can happen. Y'all get it together. But anyways,
Yep.
other than that, you guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Apologies again. We were trying to get some stuff adjusted. I think Mickey be getting put out Facebook more than anybody that I know.
You ain't lying.
We couldn't get in. Y'all be flagging 810 like a mug. Y'all probably on here about to go flag us again.
Please don't.
Don't do it. I ain't giving y'all no ideas, but y'all stop doing
Right.
that. But if nothing else, you guys, thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Cause I'm definitely coming in Clubhouse, cause I got the scoop. Fire.
Yes.
That's what the subject gonna be tomorrow. Fire scoop.
Man, we see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.